It's Friday. You're scrolling through your phone, same phone you've loved for the past year, and something feels off. The battery that used to last all day, now you're hunting for chargers by 3 p.m. That buttery smooth screen, suddenly it's stuttering like it's trying to remember what fast means. You look down at your device and think, is it time? Here's the thing. Nothing broke. No cracks, no water damage, no drops. But 2,000 miles away, Tim Cook just walked off a stage in California, and your perfectly good phone just became obsolete. Meet Marcus. Last week, Marcus stood in line for 3 hours. He handed over $1,199, cash he'd been saving for months, for a phone that benchmarks show is exactly 3% faster than the one already in his pocket. 3%. That's like trading in your car because the new model has a cup holder that's slightly deeper. But here's what keeps me up at night. Marcus isn't stupid. He's a victim. And so are you. What if I told you that you could have Marcus's exact flagship experience, the same premium build, the same stunning camera, the same status symbol, for 50% less? And what if I told you that the money you saved wouldn't just buy you a fancy dinner, it would buy you 7 years of early retirement? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at a product launch the same way again. Let me ask you something honest. What do you actually do with your phone? Close your eyes. Think about yesterday. What apps did you use? Instagram, messages, maybe some emails. You took a few photos of your coffee. Be honest, you did. You watched some YouTube, checked the weather, ordered an Uber. Now tell me, why do you need a $1,200 supercomputer to do that? Here's the uncomfortable truth the tech industry doesn't want you to know. 95% of people use their phones for tasks that a device from 2022 handles exactly the same as a 2025 model. You cannot, I repeat, cannot feel a 5% speed increase while scrolling TikTok. Your text messages don't send faster. Your coffee doesn't look better in photos because of a neural image processor. Instagram doesn't care that your chipset has 40% better efficiency. But you know what you can feel? The $1,000 missing from your bank account. But wait, you're thinking, my phone did slow down. I'm not imagining it. You're right. And that's the most sinister part. It's called software obsolescence. Every year, manufacturers release updates that demand more RAM, more processing power, more battery. They're literally updating your phone into degradation. It's not a bug, it's not an accident, it's a business model. They create the problem, your phone feels slow, then sell you the solution, their new phone. Apple even got caught doing this in 2017. They admitted to intentionally slowing down older iPhones and paid $500 million in settlements. But here's the kicker. They never stopped. They just got better at making you think it was your idea to upgrade. Let me introduce you to a concept from Wall Street. It's a fancy word that means buy low where others panic, sell high where others chase. And right now, there's a massive arbitrage opportunity sitting in the tech market that 99% of people ignore. Here's why. Every 2 years, millions of Marcuses trade in their perfectly good flagship phones for the newest model. These phones, iPhones, Galaxies, Pixels, get refurbished, certified, and resold. And here's the magic. A 2-year-old flagship still performs at 95% of a brand new flagship's capacity, but it costs 60% less. Let me give you real numbers. 2025 iPhone 16 Pro, $1,199. 2023 iPhone 14 Pro, refurbished, $450. You save $750, but you get the same premium build, the same gorgeous display, nearly identical camera quality, the same iOS experience. But isn't used tech gross? That's the stigma they want you to believe. Certified refurbished devices come with warranties, often 1 year, are inspected and tested by professionals, have new batteries installed, look and function like new. The only difference, the box isn't sealed with Apple's little pull tab. That pull tab costs you $750. Is unwrapping a box worth $750 to you? Let me show you two people. Same age, same income, same life. The only difference, how they buy tech. Person A, the consumer, upgrades their phone every 2 years, buys the latest laptop, tablet, smartwatch, all new. Total spent over 30 years, $84,000. Person B, the arbitrager, keeps phones for 4 years, buys refurbished flagships, replaces batteries for $100 instead of phones for $1,000. Total spent over 30 years, $27,000. Person B saves $64,000 in direct spending. But here's where it gets wild. Let's say person B invests that annual difference in a boring index fund at 8% annual return. After 30 years, person B has $214,000. Read that again. $214,000. That's not Lamborghini money. That's 7 years of early retirement money. Pay off your mortgage money. Send your kid to college debt-free money. Freedom money. And person A? They have a drawer full of old phones they can't even sell. So let me ask you directly, is having the newest camera lens that takes photos 3% sharper that you'll only ever view on Instagram worth $214,000 of your future freedom? Is it worth 7 years of your life? Because that's the trade you're making, right now. All right, enough doom. Let's fix this. Here's your practical blueprint to opt out of the upgrade trap. Step 1, the brutal honesty audit. Open your phone, check screen time. Look at what you actually use. If 90% of your usage is social media, messaging, and basic apps, you don't need flagship power. You need good battery life and a decent camera. Don't buy for the theoretical maximum. Buy for your actual reality. Step 2, the $100 battery miracle. If your phone feels slow and the battery dies by noon, don't buy a new phone. Go to a certified repair shop, get a new battery for $80 to $100. I promise you, a fresh battery will make your phone feel brand new. You'll get 2+ years of life. That's an $1,100 savings for an hour at the repair shop. Step 3, the factory reset magic. Most slow phones are just choking on digital clutter, old apps, cached files, forgotten downloads. Back up your photos, do a factory reset. It's free, it takes 20 minutes, and it'll restore that new phone feeling without spending a dime. Step 4, buy in the arbitrage window. When you must upgrade, never buy the current generation. Buy the 2nd or 3rd generation flagship from certified refurbished vendors like Apple Certified Refurbished, Back Market, Gazelle, Swappa. You get premium build quality, flagship features, and high-end screens without the newness tax. Here's what I want you to understand. Real wealth is quiet. It's not built by people who have the newest everything. It's built by people who refuse to pay the adaptation tax, the permanent financial cost for a temporary bump in dopamine. Every product launch is a psychological operation designed to make you feel like you're falling behind. But you're not behind. You're being manipulated. The tech industry has built a machine that harvests your insecurity, your FOMO, your need to feel current, and converts it into their profit. You are the product. Your dissatisfaction is the business model. So here's my challenge. Unplug from the illusion. Stop buying scheduled dissatisfaction. Start buying your freedom. Take that $1,900 a year and invest it in index funds, in your skills, in your future. Because 30 years from now, no one's going to remember whether you had the iPhone 14 or iPhone 16, but you'll remember whether you retired at 55 or 65. That's the choice you're making right now, every time you upgrade. Choose wisely.